Now, class, settle down. Settle down. I need to get their attention somehow.
Another one.
Think, Moss. Think. Oh, I know. Hey, look. It's Gratia. Psych. Instead, here's a PvP video.
Salutations! If you have been watching this, it means you have been successfully initiated into the PvP army.
Welcome, new recruits, to this video. We'll be going over what Frontlines is, core mechanics, as well as a brief overview of the maps. For those who need a refresher on what PvP is, please refer to this lovely video over here so you ain't 100% lost, and then come right back to us. If you already know what PvP is, let's keep on going. Right, let's get the boring stuff out of the way. Up to a max of 4 people, you can queue up as any battle jobs with a soulstone at level 30. Battle jobs, meaning it does not include blue mages, crafters, even gatherers, especially little baby starter jobs like marauders, so don't even try it. Frontlines is a 24 versus 24 versus 24 game mode, even though it kind of plays like it's a 24 versus 48, where 3 grand companies duke it out around the map for the win, placing in either first, second, or third. You will also be randomly placed in any of the grand companies. Mounts can be used in the map, but you'll be knocked off if attacked. You'll gain invuln after leaving spawn. As for chats like say, yell, or shout, waymarks, and sign, they can only be seen by the people in the same grand company as you. And the other chats, such as link shells, crossword link shells, and free companies, can be used ubiquitously. So you can't really use teleport inside the maps. However, you can use return. So in a pinch, you can always use it. However, if you get hit, it will cancel the cast. And you can't really use items. I mean, why would you use this? What? So this part is not so boring, but I suggest pausing if you want to read it or go to the website. As of patch 6.57 and probably until the next expansion, these are the damage number adjustments for Frontlines per job. The damage taken reductions, meaning certain jobs take even less damage than other jobs. Generally, these are melee, DPS, and tank that show the greatest reduction, followed by dancer and red mage, which have skills that make them in melee range. And lastly, we kind of have everyone else, which is basically ranged and healers. We call these people squishies because, you know, they get exploded really easily. Adding on, some jobs have damage dealt reductions and LB gauge timers increase, as it helps balance off overtuned kits that do a lot of AoE damage at Frontlines. This can change per new patch, so this one, please keep an eye out. Right, lastly, before we go into the maps, let's go over 2 very important mechanics that I feel like people kind of forget. Well, I mean the second one, yeah, but the first one, everyone knows it, which is the battle high. Battle high is a gauge indicated like this that ramps up your damage dealt and healing potency. 10 per knockout and 2 per assist. Unfortunately, you don't get it for touching PV objectives. Also, if you get knocked out, you will lose half.
Just for dying in the line of duty.
So it's important to smack the other people while not getting smacked yourself. Second, I feel like something not a lot of people know. LB gauge feels faster the lower your placement is, and it feels slower the higher your placement is. So my suggested strat for beginners and on a general sense, you know, first focus on building battle high over nodes for the first 5 to 10 minutes of the map, and then use the battle high and faster LB gauge as a comeback mechanic to overpower the placements above you. But if the nodes are in your favor in the early fights, try your best to collect them. However, try to understand if you rack up too many points early on with no battle high, your team might get double pinched by both enemy companies, so it's a balancing act. But like, there's no way I suggest tunnel visioning. You know, don't be like complete unga bunga. I mean, you can be unga bunga. That's up to you. I ain't telling you to play it, but like, you know, just keep an eye out for all possibilities. Okay, so maps is a lot of information, so we will need to break them down in a future video, but this is more or less the basics. Seal Rock has a max score of 700, where you can capture and defend nodes that tick points to your team while under your control, meaning it can be overtaken by the enemy. Dashing Nadam, or Onsel as we call, has a max score of 1400, where all you have to do is capture the point, and after capturing, you can leave it as it cannot be overtaken. Fields of Glory, or Shadow shatter, as we like to call as well, is a max score of 1600, where the term ice lick or lick ice comes from, as they are crystals that when broken award points based on the percentage damage received by each individual grand companies, up to a max number per ice. Now let's get into map specific characteristics. Seal and also have 3 stages of nodes that will progressively be more valuable and spawn less often the later in the game. And Shatter has a unique mechanic for spawns where 2 big ices will constantly spawn throughout the game, and twice per game all the small little baby ices will also spawn. In all game modes, matches are capped at 20 minutes flat as well. Knocking out enemy combatants will reward points, and getting knocked out will cause a deduction in points to the enemy team or your team. So you want to knock out the enemy to gain more points to your team and reduce their points while building your own battle high and preventing yourself from being knocked out and causing your team to lose points. Make sense? Alright, fellow recruit, if you want more information on specific maps, click the first link in the description for more advanced info per maps, courtesy of our lovely friend Togame Rukino from Exodus, and also join the PvP Discords if you want to see the community. Anyways, hopefully you enjoyed having your brains crammed with all this information, as next time you might be forced into Frontlines. I feel like I should give tips just in case. Who knows? See you later, fellow wolves. Bye.